Welcome back to Sunrise. Now, in light of May being Child's Month, we're turning tech time into a classroom. It's week one in a series on cyber safety designed for our nation's children. Now, 2 weeks ago, founder of CyberBright, Emma Sharp Brown, touched on personal information and location sharing. Today, Emma will be focusing on what personal information even is and what's okay to share online. Also, what parts of our lives may not be okay to share. So, children, adults, students, teachers, listen up. We're going to hear from Emma. Emma, good morning.
Good morning, Emma.
So good to have you.
How you do?
I'm okay, and you?
I'm
good.
so good. I'm excited to hear about this because, you know, I think that this is very important information, especially now. It's very timely.
We're raising digital kids.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, it's been timely, to be honest, for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
More so since COVID 5 years ago. And it's just getting exponentially more urgent.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so take us through it. What are we going to be looking at today?
Well, today we're going to talk about personal information and location sharing. So when I do my workshops, I spend about an hour and 10 minutes with a group of about 34 children at a time. I can also do adults as well. And we go through different sections to do with cyber safety. So this is just a small section of what we go through today.
Awesome. All right. So I think you have slides or
I have
photographs?
slides, so let's take it away.
All right. So let's take it away with the slides. And while they bring up the slides, you know, oh, no, here it is. We can jump right into it.
Okay, great. So do you mind if I get up?
Sure, go ahead.
Sure.
Is that okay? So what is cyber safety? So cyber safety is a mix of different things. So protecting our devices, making our our profiles private, respecting age warnings, dealing with tricky and dodgy people, which is basically stranger danger, questioning everything you see or do online.
Use that screen.
Oh, I can use this screen. Fantastic. Caring about what you share, leaving a positive digital footprint, cyberbullying, and talking to trusted adults. So we're going to get to the next slide, please. Great. So what is personal information? What do you think personal information is?
Personal information to me is basic information about myself: name, age, address, like my basic information.
Any data that is directly connected with me.
Correct. Data, right? What else? Do you want the next slide? Right. So have a look at this list. So things like age, date of birth, home address, all of these things, right? So Gabby and Justin, they're 16-year-old twins. They're my little characters. Let's help them sort out their information from most personal to least personal.
Okay.
So what do you think would be the most personal, if you think there are most personal or least personal things? What do you think are the most personal?
What about your address?
Your address, okay, what else?
What about that?
It depends on what you mean by personal, because I mean your name and your age are very personal too, but like those might be very public things.
Yeah, those might
but
be
like
out
your
there.
phone number and those kinds of things.
Okay, do you think there's a least personal list of things here?
I think the least personal thing for me would be my favorite something, like the favorite sport or favorite singer, those things.
All right.
Your email password is very personal.
And my hobbies,
So
maybe.
you'll be very surprised, if we could get to the next slide, you'll be very surprised to learn that actually they're all equally personal.
Really?
The reason being is that it's information about you. So what would your hobby be?
Let's say swimming.
Okay, swimming. What's your favorite sport?
Let's say football.
Okay. And who's your favorite singer?
Celine Dion.
I knew you were going to say that.
In honor of Jamaica.
So online, you have posted Celine Dion pictures. You've posted about swimming and football. You might even post your favorite club. So another child, if you are a child, I mean, adults hopefully don't fall for this as much, but if you're a child, somebody comes online and they connect, and maybe they like Arsenal and you like Arsenal because you posted up Arsenal. So you connect on that you love Arsenal. You connect that you love Celine Dion, and maybe that person says, I've seen Celine Dion in concert. Exactly. And so what happens is that they create this rapport.
Use it as an avenue,
right? Now this can take months or years, right? So they create this relationship with this child, but really it's an adult. And then the predator behavior begins and the manipulation begins.
I didn't thought of that.
So we need to be very careful. So let's investigate right? So we can flick to the next slide, please. Right, so have a look on Gabby's Instagram.
Okay.
Right, I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, have a look. Has Gabby shared too much information, and if so, why?
Yes, I think she's shared too much information.
What has she done?
First
Because
name,
well,
last name?
I know where you live. I can easily find out where
Correct,
you live.
exactly where
because
she
you
lives.
live in Maypen and you attend Glenmuir.
Correct. There we go. So we're connecting on this now online, right? It could be somebody who pretends that they used to go to Glenmuir.
Also in her
right?
profile, she says, I love, and then lists all these things
Right.
that are her interests.
And her club, her brother, Justin, her dogs. There's a lot of things to connect with. How many followers does she have?
929?
Right. So do you think it would be safer for Gabby to post these 9 photos on her Instagram page for her squad or her following? Or imagine if she prints it out 929 times each photo. Now, these 9 are not the only ones there. She has hundreds. Can you imagine if she printed them out 929 times, goes down into halfway tree, and hands down the photos? That's madness. Do you think it's more dangerous to post them here or do that?
It's just as dangerous, maybe even more. It's
more
more
so
dangerous
online,
here
more people have
because the
access.
multiplier effect is
Yeah,
here.
Correct.
exactly.
So every single one of these 929 people could send it to however many people they like. So it can be shared in millions to millions of people in seconds, right? I say that online world is the real world on steroids. If you go down to halfway tree with these pictures and you hand them out, people are just going to think you're weird.
Yeah.
They're not going to duplicate them and pass them on. They're going to think, why don't we think it's weird to share here? Right? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is far dangerous. If we could have the next slide, please. Right, live location sharing. So Gabby just posted this photo on social media. Could this be harmful to Gabby and her family?
Oh, most
Absolutely.
definitely.
Right, so
Absolutely.
what has she done down here? She's posted about 23 seconds ago. She said hashtag current situation, vacation with the fam. Right, so or staycation with the fam. So what does this tell us?
The house is empty. That's first and
Correct.
foremost.
Correct, the house
is empty.
Correct.
The same host that she shouldn't have put up.
Like the same house that she posted before.
Yeah.
Now
Correct.
has no
So
one in
she's
it.
exposed herself in Maypen and she's put the location
Of where she is right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, if we could get to the
Next
next slide. With which apps is it okay to share your location, but only while using?
Google Maps.
Yes,
I would
Google
definitely
Maps,
say
definitely.
Google. Waze, because you
Correct.
need it. Weather, because
And
you
weather.
need it. Yeah.
But only while using, so you can
Turn it
put,
off
right.
otherwise.
You can put the thing where it says only while using, and then make sure you swipe out once you've gotten to the place or once you've used the app. You just swipe out of it, otherwise it keeps falling. Do you think it's okay to share location with anything else?
We share location if we want to geotag our images.
On like Instagram, you mean?
But why?
And TikTok?
Because for people who that matters, geolocation might be useful.
But the dangers that it poses, location sharing, nobody needs to know where you are. So
No. I mean in the album, down at the bottom, in
Right.
the album,
same thing.
in your phone.
Oh, in the photos?
No, because while you're depends, right? Because then you're giving a pattern of where you go, right? So geotagging yourself, you're giving a pattern of what you do. People follow those patterns.
But Emma,
Right.
who has access to these things? So, for example, if I'm geotagging my photos in my album, who has access
You're
to that?
on the cloud, you go online, those photographs are connected to line. They're apps that you download, right? They're agreements. So in the small print, where you make agreements and you say it's okay to sign up, you're making that
I
agreement.
agree to terms and conditions.
Right,
I agree
correct.
to
Scroll,
terms and
scroll, yeah,
conditions.
yeah.
I
you're,
agree, yeah.
exactly. So nobody reads those,
Yeah.
right? So you are agreeing.
Also, WhatsApp, while using, like, if you're going to be using, if you're going to be sending your location to somebody.
But why are you sending your location? Give them your address. So the dangers it is posing, right, to children, right, by doing that, right, is quite profound. Adults, yes, but even more so to children.
Wow.
Nobody needs to know where I am. I can give the address of where I am, right? Now, if you're in a situation where you are lost, you have no idea where you are, you're completely lost and you couldn't, right? That's different. You give that for that person to find you. You know what I mean? But location sharing is very, very dangerous, particularly for children.
So let me tell you what I've gotten now as we, as we have to close out. So no personal
Right.
information, no hobbies, no things like that shared online, and no live location
Right.
sharing.
Can we flick to the snap map quickly? So
One last slide. Is that the next slide?
Yeah.
Because we have to wrap up.
Yeah, the snap map, right? So she changes all her things on her profile. We can move on.
Next,
That's Gabby.
next.
One. Right, so the snap map location. We talked about this
Snapchat,
very,
snap map. Okay,
very
gotcha.
briefly last time.
Yeah.
Right? So if you zoom in on the snap map, you can see where everybody is who shares the location.
Wow.
Down to the actual pinpoint. If you go to the next slide, this is the last one. Right? So I have scrubbed out even the emoji of the faces of my son's friends, but I can see every single place. And if you zoom in more, you can see the actual road, you can see the pinpoint of where they are. They can build a whole profile of where you've traveled, where you've been. They can come up, stranger can come up to you and connect with you, pretending that they know one of the other friends because they know
All your friends.
They know all the places you've been.
Wow.
They know you went to the cinema yesterday. They know you take bus because of they predict the mode of transport. Snapchat predicts the mode of transport you take, right? They can track you for months and know so much about you, right? That you would never ever believe that they were making it up.
All right.
So this is why location sharing.
No location sharing. It's a no.
Kids,
No snap mapping. None of that.
Kids, word to the wise is sufficient.
Oh
Thank
my
you
gosh.
very much,
Thanks,
Emma.
Emma.
It's my
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Definitely. Our guest has been Emma Sharp Dalton Brown, the founder of CyberBright. It's important that you be CyberBright. We have Breakfast is Served coming right up after the break. We'll be right back.